Okay, are we on air? Maybe could be in it. Are we on air? Okay, yeah, we are. Welcome back to all the people. If there is anyone here that is watching me, I don't know. Uh, is it in live? I don't know if we are in live. Yeah, we are on live. Yes. Okay. Uh, what I was saying today, I want to speak about the F1 Grand Prix that was yesterday in Germany. Uh, it was by far the best Grand Prix I have seen in my life. Yeah, I've not seen a lot of Grand Prix, but maybe not in my life, but in the last few years, for sure. Five safety car, six retired. Verstappen had won. Vettel from 20 to second position. Both Mercedes out. Wow, I wasn't expecting such a exciting Grand Prix after the disappointing qualify of yesterday. Uh, but the race changed my mind. It was really great. Now we are talking about that uh, the Williams have scored 1 point, the first point in the history of Williams, in the history on this year, with Robert Kubica after the penalize of the Alfa Romeos for some troubles. I don't know uh, specifically what happened with them, but they have done something against the rules, of course. So great result from Max Verstappen, from the Williams. That maybe they could have done better. Uh, it was really the right race where they can score more points. They will score all the points of the season. But okay, 1 point is okay. Not a lot, but at least it's 1 point. After all, we have done it Kvyat. I've done a race, a great race, third position. His first podium in Toro Rosso and the second podium for Toro Rosso in his world career. His first podium was with Sebastian Vettel, the first win ever. And now they took the second podium with Daniel Kvyat and Lance Stroll fourth. He could manage to take a podium, but he have done mistake with Daniel Kvyat, so he didn't manage. But come on, for Lance Stroll, the fourth place is very great. And he's above his teammates Sergio Perez, even though he is always behind him in this race. He absolutely have done great, and he's beaten his teammate that went out on the first couple of corners. Um, the fifth position, okay, Sainz, yeah, not a great weekend for McLaren from my point of view because they could have done better, a lot of better. Sainz could go in a third position, uh, but because they have done a mistake on the pit stop, I think something like this, because they were third behind the Mercedes, but okay, when happened to change from intermediate from to slick, they have done a mistake, so they went down on fifth position. But come on, it's really great for him, but really the point from Norris. Norris had a problem with his engine again. Yeah, not one of the best results. It could manage to score, but it couldn't do anything about it. Albon, yeah, his sixth position, great, but if you look, if you compare his position with the teammates, yeah, his team is third and is sixth. Yeah, it's good, okay, but maybe it could done better. It was really close to Sainz, maybe could overtake him. But yeah, at the end of the day, for Toro Rosso was a great result. They scored 23 points. That's a lot of points. Yeah. After all, we have Grosjean and Magnussen. Oh, that's that's a great, great result for the As. They was struggling a lot, and in this weekend they scored 10 points with both cars. Even if they were battling a lot between, but yeah. Anyway, it was great results. I think they are improving a lot. They are doing great results. Uh, for Grosjean, absolutely a great result. After it, Lewis Hamilton. That when Lewis Hamilton is unlucky, he has luck. So in his luck, he has luck because it was 11th, but there was a penalty for the both of the Alfa Romeo. So Alfa Romeo was 7th and 8th, but they dropped down in 12th and 13th. And yeah, so then he managed to score at least 2 points this weekend. Really, really lucky this guy. Even it wasn't, if it is unluck, he's lucky. And Robert Kubica. Robert Kubica scored his first point this season and his first point ever for Williams in the season. So yeah, mm, as I said previously, it could be better for Williams because come on, uh, you had the great opportunity for score a lot of points and you did this mistake. No, because if you think about it, okay, they were last because 10th and 11th they were the last because after them there are the Alfa Romeo that were penalized of 30 seconds, so we don't consider the Alfa Romeo. But if you consider all the field, okay, up there, in 9, there is Hamilton that had a huge mistake with pit stop. He had 5 second penalty, so you could manage to go over him for sure. Uh, After there is the Haas. Yeah, I think that they could do maybe a 6th place because they were, I think, third and fourth when there was a safety car. They could manage at least in that moment to preserve the fourth place, and even even though the hotter cars would reach them, they would take a lot of time for overtake them since there was in a wet condition. Anyway, they have to be happy for the first point. Could be better. Not great at all for George Russell. He managed to stay ahead of Kubica every time, every single time. But yeah, which this time it was not lucky. Now, Kim Räikkönen, Antonio Giovinazzi, they had a great result. They were 7th and 8th, but they were both penalized of 30 seconds. That's a lot. Yeah, I'm really disappointed for this. Even sad for Giovinazzi that he had just 1 point. With this race, he was up to 3 points. Yeah, no, up to 5 points. It was up to 5 points with the race. Yeah, it was 10 points for Alfa Romeo, and it turned out they've scored 0 points. Mm. Now, didn't, the driver, sorry, that didn't manage to hand the race. Now, Pierre Gasly, what a shame for him. If we think that his teammate is first and is out of a race, and even though he wasn't out of the race, he was about to take the seventh position, seven against the first of his teammate. Yeah, I think that Red Bull will fire him in a short amount of time because, come on, I don't know if he was doing great on Toro Rosso. Everyone does great on Toro Rosso. Albon, Kvyat, Gasly did when it was in Toro Rosso. But when they go to the Red Bull, something happened. They don't find the same pace, the same relaxed. I don't know. Something is missing, and they don't manage to do great. As was for Daniel Kvyat, he was on Red Bull, and after a short time, he was fired and he came back to Toro. So, but again, he's doing great again, and maybe he's going to be back on Toro. So maybe Valtteri Bottas. Yeah, not a lot to say about it. He could manage to reach the second position, but what a shame. He wasn't able to overtake Lance Stroll. He went out. Yeah, well, shameful for him. I think that the worst results for all of this driver was of Bottas. He could manage to be second, to gain 18 points on his teammates, but it turned out that his teammates gained 2 points on him. Yeah. Now, Nico Hülkenberg, okay, yeah, again, he was third. He could manage to gain a podium. He did a mistake as Leclerc, as Hamilton, um, as Verstappen. Yeah, bad luck for him. So nothing he can do. Leclerc. Now Leclerc, yeah, he was going to win the race. Maybe he could. He has the chance. The Ferrari, for the first time, didn't miss out the strategies. They were able to give him the first position for a while. At that time, that moment, he threw up all the hard work made from his crew. He made a mistake, and yeah, he had bad luck in his bad luck because the panel of the science of Mercedes uh, went down on him, so he weren't able to restart. He wasn't able to restart. Anyway, it could be a great race for him, but it turned out as for Hockenheim, as for Bottas, as for the Romeo, as for Hamilton, as for a lot of people, it was poor results. Now, Daniel Ricciardo, the Lando Norris and Daniel Ricciardo, yeah, they had DNF for not the problem, but they had a car issue, problem with the engine, so nothing they could do about it. Yeah, maybe Norris could do a great result because he was ahead of Sainz. Maybe he was could hope for a third place, yeah, but he couldn't. For not for his problem, but for a problem of this car. As well for Daniel Ricciardo, he could do a great race, but again DNF for him. As in Red Bull, it happened to in Renault. And for last, because he's less important, we have Sergio Perez, Checo Perez. Yeah, DNF for him. Um, what can I say? His teammate managed to go up in third place, and him 20. No points. Anything. The first that went out. Really disappointing weekend for him. Nothing to say about it. It could do great result. It could do a podium because I think if it was Sergio Perez in the condition of the fans from Danny Kvyat, he would done a podium. But it didn't. It didn't manage. Yeah, there is a point for him. Well, come on. It's all. So this is the German Grand Prix. Uh, very great, I think. I think that the Formula One this season is going to improve every single race. We had the Austrian Grand Prix and say the Canadian Grand Prix and say, oh great, um, Mercedes didn't have so great life. Then we had the Austrian Grand Prix, then we had the British Grand Prix, and again the German Grand Prix. I think it is not a coincidence. I think that the Mercedes are losing their leadership. They are losing their superior to their rivals, Red Bull and Ferrari, and they are going to be close to them. Even in Hungary Grand Prix, I think that will not be such a boring race, and I think that Mercedes will not be able to dominate at all. And maybe we can see a Ferrari win, Red Bull's wins. I don't know, but I think it will turn out as a great weekend as it was for the German one. And then we have, after the break of summer, the Belgian Grand Prix. Again, a great Grand Prix where Ferrari can makes the difference. Italian Grand Prix, again, a race where Ferrari must win. And then we have Singapore. Again, Grand Prix that could be worth for Ferrari, a win for Ferrari. And when we go with the Russian Japanese, that maybe are a little bit on the side of the Mercedes. And the United States, pretty tricky. The first sector, but in the end, I think it would be a great race for Ferrari and Red Bull. Then we have Brazilian and Abu Dhabi. Maybe these two a little bit more on the Mercedes side. So all in all, I don't think really that the championship is close. That Mercedes will win both drivers and constructor championship. But I think it could be a challenge that Ferrari and Red Bull could can win, and they have to believe in it because it's not all lost. Because if we're going to see the F1 um, driver championship, and we can see that Ferrari and Red Bull are going close. For example, we have now Lewis Hamilton 225 points. Okay, and he's a little bit high. Then we have Valtteri Bottas 184, followed by Max Verstappen 162, followed by Sebastian Vettel 141, and then we have Charles Leclerc with 120. So all in all, it's not so far Max Verstappen from Valtteri Bottas, and even though they there is the leader is Lewis Hamilton, maybe drivers' champions is a little bit close. Now, if we go to the team championship, we have Mercedes with 409 points and Ferrari with 261 points. So they're not so far. They can close this gap and win the championship of constructor and drivers. Yeah, we can say that's all about Hockenheim Grand Prix, and I think that it will be very sad for Mercedes. I think that we will not have in their history use those uniform again after this Grand Prix. They will forever they will be forever forbidden from Mercedes. Maybe after 125 years, they will celebrate the worst Grand Prix ever in the world history. Um, yeah, that's all about this. I think that they could be very great, and maybe we will see a lot of action in the future Grand Prix. Maybe I think, I hope for the whole that could be a great Grand Prix. Yeah. So yeah, that's all what I have to say about the German Grand Prix. Nothing else to say about. Um, yeah, it's all. So thank you for everybody who have been here on my streaming to listen what I have to say about the German Grand Prix. Hope you enjoyed it. So see you in the next live or video. Who knows?